time for a stream. Looks like we've got a few of you guys in the chat, which is awesome. Feel free to let me know if this is all working properly. To do this stream, I have to move everything from the lounge room, where I do the gaming stream, down to here, which means moving the laptop, 2 cameras, a microphone, the charger, all this stuff. It's crazy. So anyway, Ben's with us, Dennis is with us, another Dennis is with us, Paul Gear's with us. I think that was it. Yep, lovely. Awesome stuff. Apparently we've got 9 people, so if you're sitting there, feel free to say hello, don't be shy. We're all pretty easy going here. Need one of those cross trailers? Yes, you do. Contact Robbie, will hook you up. They're awesome little trailer kits. Good fun little build, actually, those trailers. This time I know what you're talking about. Speaking of Dennis, Dennis sent me a package full of unknown goodies and mysteries. I know some of what's in here. There's parts and stuff, I believe, for the Bronco in here, which is awesome. So we're gonna crack it open and see what Dennis sent us, and then we're gonna build the shocks for the bloody Venture and finally finish that. Sounds like you need more streaming equipment. Yes, I do. Ideally, what I need is another laptop, another camera, another microphone, essentially 2 of everything, so I don't have to move everything twice. Angus has joined us. How are you, Johnny? I'm all right, mate. I'm a little tired. If I'm honest, I'm a little tired. I've been trying to build the gaming channel up, trying to keep this channel going, trying to do lots of stuff. All that with no sleep, but we'll get there. So yes, ideally I need more stuff. It's just having money to do this stuff's not easy on work's compensation. Cooperate, knife. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? In you go. Yeet. Lovely. Right. Does that just open at the top or does it open at the front? Opens here somewhere. Must do. Opens down here by the looks. Right. Lovely. Always packaged brilliantly as Dennis does. Everything but the sticker is for the Bronco. Alright. Thank you, Dennis. And I do really appreciate this, mate. You didn't have to do this. So, thank you very much. Everyone give Dennis a big bloody round of applause in the chats. Alright. More bubble wrap. We all know how much I love my bubble wrap. Bloody bubble wrap. That's all I've got. Alright. What have we got here? Little baggie of bits. I'll open that separately in a moment. First things first, he sent me some factory Bronco wheels and tyres, which is awesome. I really like these wheels and tyres. Check those bad boys out. That's awesome, Dennis. Thank you very much for that. I may even slip those on mine, because I really do like those. At least for a run or 2. Bloody champion. So he sent those with the Traxxas Canyon Trail tyres on it. And of course, with the hubcaps. Bloody champion. That's awesome. Doherty's RC's joined us. God, my eyes itchy. Thanks for joining, mate. Much appreciated. Thanks for saying hello in the chats. What's this one, Dennis? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Dennis, you champion. Oh, that's my flavour right there. Dennis, thank you. That is epic. I love the old spare tyre covers. That's awesome. Bloody awesome. That is epic. Thank you, dude. You're too good to me, Dennis. You're too good to me. Another orange bag? It's like Christmas. Oh, it's a new back end. Oh, is this the one you need for the... Is this the one you need for this, Dennis? I'm guessing that's how that works. I'm not familiar. So that bolts onto there, and then... Okay, that bolts on in beyond there. Stuff and things. Bloody hell, you're a good fella, Dennis. Champion, thank you. It's like my birthday. It's not my birthday. That's awesome stuff. I love the detail on this Bronco body. It's even got the metal Ford letters there. Oh, boy looks after me. Those Canyon Trail tyres are good. They don't look bad tyres, Dennis, if I'm honest. They are different to the normal tyres that come on the tracks, aren't they? I can't remember now. It's been so long since mine's seen factory tyres. I think they're different. They might not be. Canyon Trail. No, I think they're the same one. That has the coal. That has the hole for the tyre already cut in the sticker. Nice. Nice. Awesome stuff. I reckon I won't install that in this stream because I haven't planned that. Having plans is difficult, okay? But I will get that stuff installed because I love the look of that tyre carrier. It's awesome. All I need now is to get some mud flaps for it. Got to get some mud flaps. They're awesome looking wheels. As far as factory wheels go, I really quite like those. And bloody oath, Dennis. You've gone too far, man. Are they brand new bumpers? They are brand new bumpers. The bag's still sealed. Dennis, what have you done that for? What have you done that for? Oh, look at the shiny. Oh. Brand spanky doodle bumpers for the bloody Bronco. You champion, Dennis. Oh, love that. Love it. Because mine, as Dennis knows, mine are a bit scratched up. Look at all the bolts and everything. Oh, it's just so perfect and clean and shiny. Champion, Dennis. Bloody champion. Check it out. Coincidentally, I have some mud flaps. I'm going to be taking off my Bronco. You don't have to send me mud flaps, Dennis. You really don't. Like, you've done more than enough, man. I haven't even opened the little baggie of goods yet. Oh, they're so pretty. So pretty. I love scale stuff that's well made and pretty. I've always said that Bronco body's expensive, but it's for pretty good reason. It's a really nice body. Right. Little baggie of goodies here. What's Dennis included here? Bloody hell, Dennis. You've gone above and beyond the call of duty. Duty. And Johnny, don't you remember, I have the aluminum replacement bumpers that looked like the stockers. Oh, that's right, you did too. I try and remember everything, I do. It gets a bit hard. Alright. So we've got here, Club 5 Racing shock retainers. Are they for the TRX4? You didn't have to send those, Dennis. Check that out. Little upgrade for the Bronco. Of course, well, now Raptor. The Raptor's got everything it needs. That doesn't need anything. That's awesome, dude. We're going to have to do a stream of just installing Bronco bits. The Bronco bit stream. Oh, that's awesome. I've been wanting to get those, Dennis. I keep seeing these and I'm like, I need these. I need these in my life. Those metal letters across the front. Dude, you're a champion. That's awesome. Bloody awesome. I hope this didn't cost you too much money, Dennis. I hope it didn't, because I know CC hand stuff's not cheap, regardless of what it is. You'll laugh. This you will laugh about, Dennis. I bought one of these, and I never fit it. It's sitting like over here somewhere. But thank you. This one legit looks better than the one I bought, so I'll install this one. And does that just double-side tape? It does. I may even super glue it on there, so it won't come off. That, for people that don't know, is the little factory hood logo for the Broncos. I don't know what reason you had to have this badge. Was it an extra special Bronco, Dennis, that gave you this little hood badge? A little Bronco badge there? I would assume it was some fancy version that had those, because not all of them did. I love those tiny scale details. Oh, And he just keeps punching out of the park. Except for those screws. Oh my god, they're tiny. That's awesome. That is bloody awesome. Check these out, guys. Dennis has gone just above and beyond. Look at this. Legit Bronco the XLT badges. Look at that. Oh. This sort of stuff sets your scale photos apart from other people's scale photos. When you take a photo down the side of your truck and it's got a badge like that on it, that's what sets it apart. That's epic, Dennis. You didn't have to do that, mate. Now, something we have to do. Dennis has sent me a decal. Mr. Foster's joined us. Hello, Mr. Foster. We're just opening a box full of Dennis is a bloody champion. It's not a breakfast cereal. Dennis has sent me a bunch of stuff for the Bronco. Little brass upgrades and stuff. Right, let me set this stuff back in the box. I'm going to wrap those bumpers back up because they are bloody gorgeous, and I don't want to scratch them as much as I can. If that makes sense. I want to scratch them as little as possible. Bloody champion. Can't thank you enough, Dennis. You're a legend. Right, sit that stuff in there. Because Dennis has sent me a couple of decals. I've been saying to Dennis for ages now. He said, if I send you a decal, will you put it in your scale garage? I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Of course I will. I don't really remember. I know the freewheeling edition Bronco, that the same car I was based off, didn't have a hood ornament. I would assume the ones that had the hood ornament were the Fairlane equivalent of the Bronco, if that makes sense. Your extra luxury model. So it had factory aircon. They would have had power steer. I want to say leather seats. That sort of stuff. You know, they had the extra options. And then they had that dearly. He's a bloody good man, Mr. Foster. Bloody good man. So, Dennis has sent me a decal from his local crawling mob. Check that out. KCRC. Yes, the K is supposed to be around the other way. Now I need to figure out where to put it. I sort of like there. Because we're going to put it up. I said to Dennis, I'll put it up in a stream. That's what we're going to do. Or do I go over there? I've sort of got a weird spot with decals there where I need some smaller stuff to put there. And he's also sent me Jurassic Park decal. Because Tamara and I love Jurassic Park, so that's going in the garage too. Yeah. Love Jurassic Park. Scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Anyway. What about if we put it over there? You can be on top of... Yeah, let's do that. Right, I'm going to put this decal up right now. I'm going to do my little trick here. Decal onto my knife. I'll hold it up against the wall, get it all level, push it down, seal her off. That's the plan. This is not good for my back, so I've got to do it really quickly. Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. Right. There you go, Dennis. You are now repped in the BCRC garage. Check her out. That's awesome. Now the question is, for those of you playing at home, I've got to fix the legs on this little mic, camera, whatever it is. Not enough sleep, too many hours in the day and all that. That looks right at home there, Dennis. Where do I put the Jurassic Park one? I think I've got an idea. I'm just got to make sure it'll fit. Oh, it'll fit. It'll fit. Perfect. Perfect fit. And it sort of fixes that area, so now I can put stuff above it. Dennis has come through with the goods. Right, same trick. Peel my decal off. Try not to touch too much of the sticky stuff on the back. Bit of the Kansas City remote crawlers in your garage. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. I'm pumped about that. Alright, let's try and... Anyone think I've done this before? Fucking perfect. Alright. Excuse my arm in your face. Get those bubbles out. Lovely. Perfect. That looks really good there. I like that. So now we've got, as a reminder of Dennis's Jurassic Park build, awesome. So there you go. Dennis is now repped in the BCRC garage. And what's cool about that is, for me, is as I'm sitting here working on stuff, pretending to, because we don't do much here, I can see these things, right? I see all these decals. I look at the Shifts RC decal and I go, yeah, I remember when I did the review and stuff on that, and we stacked the trucks on top of each other. I look at the KCRC one and I'd be like, shit, I remember when Dennis sent me this box full of stuff, and when we swapped trucks, and all the memories that connect to all these little things. It's awesome. It's like, I look at a cross decal, and I remember when I first ordered my first cross truck, and I met Rob, and then so forth and so on. RC Mart decal. I remember when they first messaged me and said they wanted to sponsor me, how just over the moon I was. All these little things lead to something, you know? It's awesome. So, thank you, Dennis. It does mean a lot. It really does. Alright. So now it's time for a swig of coffee, as we do. And then we're going to build the shocks for this bloody thing. I don't mind it. It's annoying because it's always nagging at me. Finish me. Do feel free to give us a like, give us a share, give us some grib if you haven't. Likes are very important. The more likes we get, the higher up the list YouTube puts us on recommended videos. So we want to grow the channel. We need those likes, we need those views, we need the subs. Let's go. Currently I think we're gaining about 70 a month. Streaming now, dude. I'll just send you the link. I'll send it to you too, Lawrence. Let's go, mate. It's just the easiest way of doing stuff. Right. So, don't think I'm being rude. If we're streaming and you message me, I'll just drop your link. Okay, so hopefully in moving all of this stuff around and my drawers and all the other stuff, I haven't misplaced parts. I've got my tray here, which I'm 99.95% sure has the bolts and stuff I need. And I'm pretty sure everything else is in here. I hope it is. If it's not, we're going to, I don't know, start building the PG4A or something. So, we're going to go through to the shocker section. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. Man, look how much we achieved. Okay, shocks. Right. We need this. I hunted everywhere this morning for the shock oil for this truck. When the numbers go for the SU4, I've got to wait for Rob to get back to me with the price of the truck. Hopefully, I was hopefully going to do it by this weekend. But if not, worst case, by the following weekend. If that makes sense? I want to get it done and sent out to the winner as soon as possible. Ideally, it would have been nice to have done another Christmas truck or something like that, but I don't think we'll have the time to do it. I really don't. We'd have to smash out a goal in a couple of days. Hans has joined us. Everyone say hello to Hans. So basically, Dave, as soon as I can get it organised, mate, I'll get the numbers up. There's going to be posts in the group to say numbers for the SU4C start on this day. There's going to be this many numbers. The first lot of numbers, as you know we like to do them in halves, will open at this time, etc. and so forth. So, I'll let all you guys know as soon as I possibly can. Right. So I need this bag too. Additional parts. It's not even... Let's not worry about those. Spare hardware. Not worry about that either. So technically everything I should need to do these shocks should be here. Should be. So we've got housing. Lay some of this stuff out. Regular 1.9 Wraith went well. The Jurassic Park body fits like a glove. I did like the pictures of that. I even like, Dennis, I like the bloody cross wheels on it. They look quite good. Right, so we've got those. We've got our short springs. We've got two different sets of springs here. Do we? Interesting. No, they're all the same. It's cool. Don't stress. We've got this. So yes, we're going to be building the shocks. Hopefully Mr. Hyatt joins us. He said he wanted to watch. Seen you start. I'm on lunch. Should be able to join soon. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Not second. Come on, phone. Awesome stuff. About to start building the shocks. Send. Hans, I finally got onto Crazy Hobbies and changed the paints as you suggested. Awesome, dude. I just didn't want to see you try that chrome yellow. I'd be really disappointed because mine was shit. I installed the old Wraith trans that I personally bulletproofed, including the Traxxas input shaft and spur setup. Nice. So it's a good looking rig that should perform well. With those wheels and tyres on it, given how heavy they are, that thing's going to hunker down like a mother trucker. Like a mother. So HPI sent us oil, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use my Hpi oil that I've used in everything. Half the oil that these guys sent me is in the bag. Okay? You can see that. It's in the bag. This has not been opened. It is what it is. I'm not complaining. It's in the bag. Lawrence has joined us. Everyone say hello to Lawrence. Make him feel welcome. It's been a while. Too long, Lawrence. Thanks again. It's my pleasure, Hans. If I can help you guys out, I'll do what I can. Alright, let's lay some of these parts out. So as we're building, it's easier to just pick it up, put it where it needs to go, and build the shock room. Right. Lovely. Okay. So what's that? That's going to be that's an adjustable ring with a piece stuck inside it. Come on, pop out of there. Lovely. Okay, bits and bobs and pieces and stuff. Separators. That's got thread. That don't. Okay, thread. Should be another ring here. Lovely. Right, so now I've just got everything separated roughly so that I can pick it up and go as the book says. Okay. Okie dokes. Tops. Perfect. Body bottoms. Perfect. And there's one spacer. Why is there one? Unless. No. No. Interesting. So I'll have to keep an eye out because there's one little black spacer there. I don't know why. Front, so there should be two spaces apparently for the front. There must be another spacer hiding. There it is. Okay. It's okay. Oh yes, I have to add. I haven't changed it yet, Hans. I'll change it. I will. Thank you for reminding me. I think I should paint the rims on the. Oh, maybe Dennis. Be a shame to paint such nice wheels, but maybe that almost greeny yes thing. Greeny yes thing. Greeny yellow thing. Okay. If I don't start doing something, we're not going to get anywhere. And we've had far too many streams like that, so let's try and do something. Shock shafts. God, it's just bag and bag and bag. Right, ball ends, won't need those till last. Plungers. Won't need that for a little bit. That can sit there. So, first thing we're going to need... Actually, no, we'll do the plunger first on the shaft. 2 E-clips. E-clips are in here. Grab my little tray. Thank you very much for stopping by, Hans. It's very much appreciated. It's awesome when you can join us, mate. I know how much you like to try and join us for the streams. So thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Right. That little bag can be emptied into there. Get out of there, mate. Oh, there's 2 little bloody things there too. Lovely. Right. So, my favourite part of building RCs. Bloody circlips. Yoink. That one there. I'll do all the inside ones. Then I'll slide... We haven't done it yet, Lawrence. There'll be plenty of notifications in the group when the numbers and stuff start for the SU4C. We've finished the goal, but we haven't started the numbers and such for the wheel, so don't stress. Plenty of time to get in on that. Right, next one. Please don't drop any. Ugh. Right. Lovely. Next one. Lovely. Awesome. Now, plunger. Close tight fit. And then C-clip on top, so the plunger doesn't come off. This was one of the bits I hate. Because it's a bit of a shit trying to sit that there, and it's even worse trying to get it to clip down without having it shoot off into the atmosphere. Nope. Got it. Awesome. Next. I'll show you in 2 seconds exactly what I'm achieving here. When you do this stuff, take your time. Figure out what works best for you, so as you don't end up with small projectiles flying across your garage, because that is rather frustrating. I'm excited. Oh, so Dennis is getting himself a Johnny Burden edition PG4. Now, these were a limited edition truck, so I'm going to have a talk with Rob to see how many he's going to do, because I didn't know he was going to do any more. Dennis messaged Rob and said I want a PG4, and then Dennis messaged me and said I'm getting a limited edition one, so I'll have to suss that out. So if anyone else is keen to get one, let me know, because I'll have a word with Rob and we'll suss it out exactly. For those that don't know, the limited edition came with, limited edition decals, cross decals, the truck itself obviously, metal drive shafts, metal front and rear shocks. I think that was it. There was a few little changes that I said the truck needed, essentially. Right. Okay, so that goes in there. First one of these. That goes through there. Any time you like, through there. Oh, for Pete's sake. That goes through there. One O-ring. One plastic ring. One O-ring. Yoink. Right. Now, top tip. And the bed cap. The bed cap was optional, I believe, if I remember correctly. So, when you're building your shockers, right, you get to the point where you've got... I'm looking at my stream deck, what an idiot. Right, you get to the point where you've got your O-rings and such on the shaft. Drop a little bit of oil on there. Right, a little bit of oil. We're gonna work that around in there, like this. Focus before we slide all this in. Right. So now I'm going to put my cap on the end. Cap on there, lovely. Then I've got a grub. I'll use a bit of Dennis's bubble wrap here. Always put something around the shock shaft before you grab it with the pliers. Right, this way you don't go putting notches and stuff in the shock shaft, which will cause it not to run as smooth as it should. Now we're going to call this a front shock, so I'm going to put one of those little spacers on there. You can ever so slightly see that spacer. The fronts are the only ones that has those. Let's just get this started if I can, and then I'll grab it with the pliers. Lovely. My least favourite part of building any truck this is. Alright, on she goes. Grab that way. I'd normally use my big pliers, but they're out in the lounge room. Might have to go and grab them. I'm going to have to because it's twisting. Right. I shall be right back. I've got to go and grab my big pliers. And it'll take a while to build because I have to order another chrome grill. I ordered a chrome grill too, Dennis, forgot to tell you, for the PG4. Give that truck some American flair. I've no doubt after seeing your Bronco, it'll have tons of American flair. Right, so I'll be back in a couple of seconds. I'm just going to go and grab my Beefy McBeef pliers. Back in a minute. And we're back. Right, it's nice when you look for something and you find it straight away. So, I've got two different pliers here to use, should one not cooperate as well as I'd like it to. These usually do the trick. There we go. Lovely. I'll do that up till it gets to the end. Perfect. Perfect. Have to put you on a gadget that Medica RC Sparks Fame put me onto. It's designed to hold the E-clip and you don't just push it on. What's it called? I've always used these pliers. I've never had any issues. I mean, you've got to push them on anyway. I've got a tool that I got with a cross truck to make it easy to push them on. Right, so that's that. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Done that. All right, so we'll do that. We'll do that some more times. Generally speaking, once you do one, it's pretty easy to whip through. I mean, I can build cross shocks without even looking at them anymore. The demon ones, I've built that many of them. If I don't go dropping stuff. Good to see you still with us, Hans. Sneaking in and out. The main trick with E-clips is, or C-clips, E-clips, whatever you want to call them, is make sure you've got like your thumb and finger either side, and you don't give it a chance to fly anywhere. That's probably my biggest tip there. Right, a bit of all around that. Lovely. that oil in there with it. End cap on. If you're doing up plastic end caps, don't crank stupid tight on them. You don't want to split that at all, because if you do, you're going to be really pissed off. Right, so this is another front one. So I've got to make sure that I put my little spacer on, otherwise it's not going to be a front one, it's going to be a back one. Right, if you would ever so kindly start for me there. And the reason I'm looking straight down over the top is I want to try and make sure it starts straight. I don't want it to start like this and end up twisting its way around. But that seems to have started nicely, which is good. So this will be our second front shock. I'll just have to remember when I bolt them on the truck that the front ones have spacers. Right. Yoink. Fronts. Repeat this process twice more. Yes, boss is busy doing email, so I have some extra free time. Tell your boss we said hello. You'll be like, who said hello, Hans? Oh, no one, mate. Right, come on, fingers, work. O-ring. Plastic spacer. O-ring. Yoink. Lovely. Dab O oil. Run that around. Slide that down. End cap. Do end cap up. Just nice. Right. Now we don't have to worry about our spacer this time. Awesome. Right, grab that with this, grab this with that. Look down over the top to make sure that's going to start nice and straight, because we want it to start nice and straight. I'll give you a top tip with rod ends in a second. For free. Top tips for free. Right. Where's my other rod end? There. If you ever go to put one of these on a shock, and this is what we're talking about, the little rod end for the end of the shock shaft, and you're having issues with it just doesn't want to cooperate, grab your X-Acto blade, put it in a little hole, and turn it just a smidge. Right? You're gonna put a nice little curve on the inside of there, and it opens up the end just enough for the thread to grab it and start easier. Top tip for free. Gotta love those free tips. Right. O-ring. Plastic spacer. O-ring. We're winning. He knows I'm watching you and wants to know if you want to donate to PCYC. Maybe one day, Hans, we can do a charity stream for your PCYC. I'd love to donate. I wish I had the money to, if I'm honest. We used to do some sort of like PCYC, but it wasn't PCYC stuff growing up, and it is important to have that sort of stuff as kids. I mean, not all kids get the chance to do that. Not all areas get the chance to do that. So it's awesome the stuff you do, mate. That's that one. Let's get this one fired up. And then we can move on to the next page. Nearly there. Lovely. I'll let Hans answer that one. Hans can explain what he does. For those that don't know, now, I'm going to jump ahead because I know what this is going to be. These 4 big black O-rings go on the tops, like so. So we're going to put our O-rings on here, lovely. Obviously, if you're not familiar with building shocks, do read the instructions on everything you do. Don't guess unless you're built enough to know that your guess is pretty well going to be right. Lovely. I wonder if we're going to get any heroes in the stream today. Love those heroes. Right, now each one of these is going to need, that goes down from the top apparently, awesome, one of our preload adjusters for each one. And then we're going to start the oil fill process, put the springs on and getting everything set up how I want it, which is going to be low and slow and lazy, which is how it should be if you want your truck to look scale and perform better. Right. Okie dokes. No eyes. Duh. Okay. The whole pay attention. The front has yellow springs, so there's a little dab of yellow paint on the springs, and the rear has green. I did see the greens. So they're the fronts. I hate how springs tangle themselves up sometimes. Ew. Really? Separate. Damn you. Thank you. God. Okay, so there are our fronts, and then there are rears, and those are our rears. Fronts. Front. Little one up the top. Spacer ring. Long one. Retainer cap. No, it goes the other way. Wish. Lawrence from the Wish app. Those springs almost seem a bit short. So I'm not at full adjustment yet, which you can see there. And there's free play. Shouldn't be free play. Just saying. Since you're working on the HPI, there was a guy just asking today about that kit. Is it a good one? What's your opinion? If you can pick it up at a good price, yes, do it. It seems, I built this and it seemed pretty good to me for the money. I got mine for 250 Australian dollars, which is cheap. So if you can get it for a good price, yeah, I'd grab one. It seems reasonably nice. It's got plenty of adjustability as far as I can tell. If I remember correctly, you can adjust the wheelbase and such really easily. Yeah, seems like a nice truck, dude. So if you can get it cheap enough, why not? Basically. What would you do if I sent you the same bumpers? No, don't do that, dude. You just don't do that. You sent me brand new bumpers, Dennis. I've got perfect ones now. You don't need to send any more bumpers. The ones you send are perfect. That's all I need. Perfect ones. Right. You're throwing me off now, Dennis. What are you doing that for? Right, so it's just fill them up with oil. I need... God, I've got... Nothing I need is where I need it. Because everything I've got is everywhere. Because I've moved everything around. Basically. Basically. This one will do. Rag. Need a rag for soaping up the extra oils, the extra virgin olives. Joking. Do not put extra virgin olive oil in your shocks. further up. Now I'm going to loosely put my lid on. Oil's going to come out. This is normal. Till it just stops. And I'm going to undo it a bit. Yes, Mr. Foster. Oh, hang on. You didn't send a donation, did you, Dave? David Foster. You're a bloody champion. Yes, I will update it. I do have to update it anyway and put on Hans's money. So thank you very much, Dave. That means a lot. Hannah and I were actually looking. We went out for dinner. Was it last night? Night before last for our 1 year wedding anniversary, which has gone by crazy quick. And we were sitting there looking for baby stuff a lot of the time, and the donations that's come in already, it's like, shit, we could buy that, we could buy this carrier or whatever it was for this much, which is what we've already got already, which is just massively helpful. That's an interior tub. You don't have to send me stuff, Dennis. You do realise this. I already like you. Right, so I've tightened to the top of my shock up. Then I've cracked it off. I'll squeeze down slowly, hold it, let it squeeze out whatever oil it wants to, and then slowly coming back up. Make sure it's pulled down full extension. Then I'm going to tighten up my top. I'm going to move this bloody slider down because these springs should be taller in my opinion, but anyway, maybe the rear ones are taller. Wind that down just so that these springs aren't flopping about, because we don't want that. Just want it so that they're holding nicely, and that there is a really nice smooth shock movement. May even wind her up a smidge. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Not bad. Next front one. Short one. Retainer. Long one. Lower retainer. Right. So you see what I mean? I don't like this. I don't want my springs to move around this much and have to wind my preload down just to take up the slack. That shouldn't be a thing, okay? Other than that, I'm back again. Police Boys Club. Tell Dennis what you do, Hans. There may be something like that very similar in Dennis's area, just under something like a different name. Right, next one. I'll let you explain it since you're the one out there doing all the hard yards. Right, tighten that up. Loosen it off a smidge. I'm going to loosen it off a smidge more. There we go. Squeeze out that oil. I want to make sure both my shockers feel the same. That's not bad. Not bad. Happy with that. It's a little slow, but we'll get over it. Not many police anyway get as much love as they deserve, Janice. A lot of them cop a lot of crap for what they do, just because people get caught doing dumb shit. That's generally how it goes. My God, these springs don't want to separate. So far, worst thing about the kit, springs don't want to separate. Actually, the worst thing about the whole kit, I think we found, was that The steering link just looks really second hand compared to everything else. Right, short one. Retainer. Long one. Lower retainer. Come on, slide on there, mate. There you go. Lovely. Fill with the magic juice. Now, ideally, in a perfect world, you will sit here for ages, moving their shaft all the way up, ever so slowly, really stupid slowly like this, and then you move it all the way down, and you move it all the way up, and then all the way down, and then you'll top up the little, I think what I've got there, 2 millimeters of oil. Which doesn't matter because we're going to squeeze half of that anyway. And then you put the top on. You do get a bit more consistency. Like I'm doing it on a stream, so I'm not going to take forever to do it. But I do recommend you sit there and get all the shite out. Need to loosen that off a bit more. Magnets joined us. Would have been here sooner. But when I was expecting something to lighten up my day, Mother Nature thought hail and lightning would do it. Are you scared of the lightning, mate? Is that what's going on here? Right, do that up. Wipe by the hexus. Please be... But you got to say what you do, Hans. Like what does the BCRC do? Oh no, that's not good enough. Jesus. Could you guys kill each other quietly, please? I want a bit more out of that. Lovely. Perfect. Perfect. The amount of oil you've got in your shock you can use to set how far your shock travels inward. So I've set that now so that it just starts to slow down just before the end. Come on, this up a smidge. Once I've got the shocks mounted to the truck and I've got weight on these springs, I will wind these all the way up and I'll let it sit like this. Of course I'm scared of lightning, especially when you see a magpie turn into a grenade. Magpies are grenades anyway. Short, retainer, long, lower retainer, the correct way on. Lovely. We're winning. So this will pretty much finish this truck. It's only taken us an hour. No, it hasn't. We've been looking through the box of goodies that Dennis sent because he's a bloody champion. He is. Too nice, Dennis. Right. Barely a bubble in there. Barely a bubble. And this is part of the reason why you put oil on your O-rings to start with. The ones at the bottom. Helps it so that you don't go sucking air through, which you don't want to do. Sort of, Dennis. Yeah, it's like, and you got like just fun events and stuff for kids to do. Sports and things like rock climbing and stuff like that. You know, events that kids can learn how to get new skills and to interact with other people without being little shits. And I know that's a horrible thing to say, but a lot of kids these days have zero idea how to condone themselves in public, let alone be around anyone else. Which is a terrible shame. Bit of a shame, isn't it, Magnet? You look at people like Hans, who go out of their way to try and do nice things for people with the BCRC, and then there's those that just, right or wrong, hate anything to do with the police because generally most of the time they're brought up that way, which is just wrong. You can't be shitty with the police if you're driving an unregistered car and you get caught, or you're driving stoned off your face and you get caught. It's not the police's fault. Hans is a senior activities officer and a qualified archery coach, so I teach the youth, and anybody of any age how to shoot a bow and arrow properly. I also help with running in and out of school programs. There you go. No idea, Dennis. No idea. Come on, ball ends. Let me just make sure there's no special ones for these. It's only showing them in the top. They've got to be at the bottom too, don't they? They have to be. No, bottom two. Kids have no discipline. Yep, that's exactly right. You ask most parents these days who are the most important people in your household, and they'll say the kids. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. The most important people in the household are the parents. Because without the parents, the kids would have nothing, the kids wouldn't exist. It's pretty... And anyone can argue that point with me if they like. Would you figure out a cost and shipping for an accessories kit you make for 2 rigs? I'll do my best, David. Send me a Facebook message, because then I've got it there in front of me and I'm less likely to forget. So just say SU kit times 2 and I'll try and add it up. Basically, so for Hans, we keep kids off the street, which is awesome. There's more. I know there's more there. I'm trying to build and read at the same time. It's not easy. I'm not that talented. And help unemployed youth get their license, which is awesome. Do you make them all learn how to drive a manual, Hans? Or as Dennis would call it, a stick? Everyone should have to know how to drive a manual transmission, I reckon. That's something that needs improving these days. How kids are taught how to drive, because my word, you see some of these people teaching kids how to drive and it's just, I want to say it's laughable, but it's not. It's bloody frustrating. Really frustrating. It's the fur babies. What are you talking about, Magnet? What are you talking about? The fur babies aren't the most important. I'm with you now. Especially when all they do is drop bloody dog hair everywhere. Don't get me started. I love our dog to bits, but bloody oath, it's annoying with the dog hair. Years ago, I used to have a purebred English Staffy. Best dog in the world. I don't care what anyone says. Best dog in the world. Always did what she was told. Like that. Boss wants me to work on doing a 1 or 2 day workshop building RC kits. That'd be pretty damn awesome, mate. Right, now I need to find the part where I bolt shocks on, because we skipped through that. Wasn't important at the time. And then I need to find a set of wheels and tyres to put in this truck. Perhaps for today we could bolt Dennis's factory Bronco wheels on it. Right. I'm going to guess that's the bottom one. Yes. Which makes that another bottom one. Yes. Which makes that a bottom one for there. Yes. And that one. So that one? Yes. So that's our bottoms. Excuse me. Right. So we're finally bolting the shocks onto the truck, eh? Who thought they'd see the day? No one. That in there. That through there. One of these. Back here. Just get that started. Lovely. Pliers. Hold that nut still. Okie dokes. And then, is it that size? It is that size, you clever bugger. Ugh, I'm going to have to print. That's 3 sets I've got to print. I've got to set up my printer again. My printer's set up on, it's not even set up, it's just sitting on top of the shelf. So I can, Dennis, you just have to be patient with me, mate, while I organise where I'm putting the printer. But yes, I can. We can organise that. Alright. Any particular one that wants to go in? Wants to go in the front, apparently. Right, trying to get this started without it all falling over. 10. Awesome. We all do what we can with our 10-year-old. He keeps doing the stupid stuff every day. That's what is that we don't give up. He gets his punishment. We try again. Well, and that's the thing, dude. Like, all kids are different, obviously. So you've got to keep trying stuff until you find out what works. That's all you can do. I always found it. This will sound horrible to some people, and I don't care if you don't like it. Tough shit. I always found it really good. You ask a child what their most favouriteest thing is. And when they tell you, you remember, because when they play up and do things that they shouldn't be doing, you take away that favourite thing. And they don't get it back until they pull their head in. It works. Kids need, and this is going to sound horrible to some people too, because they baby the kids too much, but kids need to have a little bit of fear of their parents. If they don't fear consequence, they don't give a shit about getting in trouble. Like, all my mum had to say was, wait until your father gets home. Shit scared. Didn't do a thing wrong. Kids these days have no fear of repercussions because they just get away with everything. And obviously, I'm not saying everyone's kids, but I think it's fair to say the majority. The majority is the word here. Got shocks. You can't give up. You've just got to outsmart the little buggers. Kids are more clever every day. Through to the back. There's no handbook. No, there's not. But naughty chairs and naughty corners don't work. I don't think they do either. Exactly. You don't send them to their room because they're just going to play with stuff and have fun. That's why you ask them what their most favourite thing is. Trust me, that works, man. I'm telling you. Try it. Parenting 101 on the BCRC stream. It works. And reasonably quick, might I add. Right, we're winning. I don't know where I put the top of this battery tray. I took it off to test fit a body. It's here somewhere. That's not overly important. Make him read books a lot. With making him read books, as long as it's something he enjoys reading. Because there's nothing worse than... Like, I remember in school, I hated reading books. It was just boring. I'm not one of those people who can start reading a book and get right into the story. I'm one of those people that like to watch the movie. You know what I mean? Like, it's awesome that he'll sit down and read. You just try and make it as much stuff as they like, so that they like it more and they want to do it more, I guess. I hated reading as a kid. It was just boring. Unless it was something I was interested about. I used to buy video game magazines. So, I'd read those. But only the bits I wanted to read. All kids should do chores. all kids should definitely do chores. No parent should run around picking up a kid's toys. I mean, unless they're like a tiny little baby. I'm a stepdad, but as soon as I raise my voice, he stops. Doesn't matter if you're stepdad, mate. I'm a stepdad. And I guarantee you, I mean, I know Tama's older now, but even from when... There's been times where Tama had tested luck. Because she knew that she's got a better chance of getting away with stuff with mum. You just got to outsmart kids. Like Tama's at the age now where if she was to play up, which is pretty... The odds of that happening are pretty slim. If she was to play up, electronics disappear. If a kid doesn't have the internet these days or a screen to stare into, they don't know what to do with themselves. Sure does, mate. PS and laptop goes. My parents used to pinch the power cord to the Nintendo 64. Okay? You kids these days think you've got it tough? You don't know tough until your parents pinch the power cord to the Nintendo 64. Okay? Bloody hell. Funny stuff. That is funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Wheels and tyres. I've got a box of wheels and tyres here. I've got a box of tyres. Let's just bolt Dennis's tyres on it to start with because they're together and they're here. So, all bar putting my battery holder back in, that I believe, and finishing the electrics, is finished. I'm not going to put the big body posts on it because I don't know what body I'm putting on it yet. I may put a Jeep hard body on it. It's having a bit of authority is really it's even more important if you're the stepdad. You gotta trust me on that, mate, because you will get kids that will say, "You're not my dad." You'll say, "Okay, where is he?" Don't be afraid to tell kids the truth. You say to the kid, "That's cool. We'll send you to your real dads if you like. Do you know where he is?" It may sound horrible. Kids need a good hard kick of reality sometimes to appreciate what they've got. Too many people baby the kids. The kids don't appreciate anything, so they don't care. So yes. Tama knows, and this I guess is a part of the reason why, generally speaking, Tama, if I ask her to do something, she just does it. She doesn't question it. She might do the typical teenager, ugh, but she does it. Tama knows that I don't have to do anything for her. I choose to do stuff for her. I'm putting the wrong wheel nuts on this truck. We had an Atari. We actually had a Commodore 64 that was given to us by our uncle and auntie, which at the time seemed like an awesome present. But when you look back, you're like, was it though? Was it an awesome present, or was it more of a hassle than it was worth? But anyway, we had one of those. And then what else did we have? We had the Super Nintendo. My brother brought one of those. We had the 64. I mean, I've been a gamer growing up my whole life. It's just something I've always enjoyed. It's good fun. Like the challenge, I don't know if I'm putting these tyres in the right way. I'm just bolting them on, if I'm honest. Better doing the same. Alright, so that can go that side. Yes. Right. Dennis's wheels getting put straight to use. Alright. So it is a nice looking chassis, this. Especially now it's actually finished. Lol. I think we've got those shocks set bloody perfectly. Not to toot my own horn, but toot. 2600, Commodore 64. Oh, Master System, yes, we had Master Systems too. I remember when you'd say to your mates, "Oh, we've got a 486 computer." Have you got a Pentium? Remember when Pentiums were the thing? Pitfall? Man, the amount of time I put into Pitfall is crazy. Centipede? River Raid? Dragster? Dragster was a good one. So many memories. I need to buy more electrics. Last one. Well, she's officially a truck, boys and girls. I know it hasn't got a body sitting on it, but it's a truck nevertheless. I wonder if that old Dodge body would sit on here. Or was there some reason I didn't sit it on here? Probably because of the shock hoops. Yes, we used to play all those classics. I mean, they were games that your parents would play with you sometimes because there was like 2 buttons. They weren't hard. Actually, the Atari, the original Atari had 1 button on top. That was it. And then they released the fancy version with the button on top of the joystick. Kids these days, no idea the struggles. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the Hpi Adventure Chassis, which you know what it is. But look, I thought shocks are set to perfection. They're a little stiff, if I'm honest. Let's wind these all the way up. And now what we want is, we want the weight of the truck. We want the weight of the truck to make the springs gain the memory of sitting low. So the springs will be softer, running a bit of droop. Nice. Bit of time on the shelf, that'll come into its own. I don't know what I've done with that battery holder now. I know it's here somewhere. Just somewhere could be a few different options. I've got a lot of stuff here. I don't know. I thought it was just there. But apparently it's not. But anyway, I'll hunt that down later and reinstall that. I'm sure I seen it last night. Annoying. One thing that makes me laugh is all those people that have to upgrade their PC every year. I think it's like a lot of us with RC stuff. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't have to upgrade it, but they want to. Then you get anyone that says PC Master Race is a bit of a clown, if you ask me. Okay? Just because, assuming that you're a better person because you've got a PC instead of a console is just stupid. As long as you have fun with what you got, who cares? Who cares what it is? You know what I mean? Got to say, Dennis, those wheels look pretty good on there. I'd have to cut the tray out to make that work. Those wheels suit that body though. And you'd have that sitting... Is that the only thing stopping it? I think it is. Hans, anybody want to donate an RC... I'll tell you what, Hans, I'll tell you what I'll do. The next stream, I'm going to start a goal. And it's going to be called BCRC. It's going to be called PCYC RC Kit. Okay? And we're going to see if we can raise some money for a kit for you guys to build with your PCYC kids. What do you reckon about that? I think that's an awesome idea. If we can raise enough money, we'll buy a couple of kits. I reckon that'd be awesome. Body not important, but mechanics and basic electronics need to work. I reckon we do that, Hans. Next stream, remind me. I'll try and remember. I'll change the goal to PCYC RC kit, and we'll see if we can raise some money, even if it's some Tamiya MO5 kits or something like that. It doesn't have to be a full-blown crawler. I mean, you go out of your way, Hans, to support me and what I do. So the least I can do is try and help you out with what you do. That's how I see it. Those wheels look really pretty good with that body. Just I'd have to cut half the bloody tray out to fit the shock hoops through it, which is a bit of a shit. I mean, I don't care about this body. I've got it because it was cheap. Options, options, options. Unfortunately, those tyres are a bit big for that one. That's not a bad look, though. That's actually not a bad look at all. So yes, we do have options here. I'll decide something for the body. I'm sure Dennis is looking at that right now, chopping at the bit. He loves himself a Ford. How do those... I won't know. I don't need to put the centre caps on. Magnet mounted. This body's already got holes in it anyway. So if I was going to put this body on it, I wouldn't... I'd just use the holes. With this body, I'd probably just put holes in it anyway, because I'm not that stressed about magnet mounting this. It literally means nothing. There is another option. Eve. Now, I can make this bad boy a hard body Jeep. I will need to cut out the back of here though for the shock hoops to fit through and put a box on the back of it. I could put some form of camping box on the back. But other than that, because of the low centre of gravity of the whole drivetrain, like the factory options of the 87 to 96 F-150 and Bronco. Nice. So they're legit wheels. Or they're close enough there too. So yes, the Jeep's an option. I mean, for those that seen, I did a deal with Mr. Hpi and got myself another Jeep body because my back. I've gone from having no Jeeps to 2 Jeeps in no time. I don't know what colour I'm going to paint this Jeep yet. That's why it's not painted, obviously. I don't want it lifted. I don't. This is plenty enough lifted for me. Like that there is lifted. That's where that one's going to mount. The only way I can make that sit lower is different shocks. I like the idea of a nice, like, ideally, set these wheels so it all looks bloody. Ideally, I'd like this to sit there. Okay, so that's a much nicer sit in my eyes. We don't have a lot of Jeeps around here that are, you know, well, this thing's got some travel in it. But I'll figure something out. It's just, I think I'm going to cut the back out of that body so I can drop the back down. I don't want to cantilever it because then I don't get to run this as it's intended. To start with, I will just put a Lexan body on it and then go and drive it, just so I can see what the chassis is like as it's intended. And then we work on making the black Jeep fit that one. Colour suggestions for this. Need colour suggestions. The way it's going, I might have to do it red because I don't think I've got any. I do have one red truck. I found the body I have that was the same as Hannah's old body. Nice. I don't think I've seen your version of that one, Dennis. But yeah, so it's Jeep City in here now. So this Jeep's going to be mounted to the XS02 chassis. And reason being, the V8 fits, the servo fits for the 2-speed, all that fun stuff. Because there's 2 different versions of these Jeep bodies. These aren't the same. The old, I believe this is the old version. The rear tub is lower. The floor is lower. The cutout underneath is lower. The sides of the bonnets and the side of the guards doesn't go as low as the new one. The back floor on this is higher. The floor sits higher. There's more room to mount everything, and you'll know if you've got the new version because, hopefully without dropping everything, underneath the hood there's 2 big ass circles there for magnet mounts, and there's 2 big ass circles back here for magnet mounts. This one doesn't have it. So if you're going to get an XS chassis and you want to run a Jeep body, make sure it's got these. A must. So yes, that's why I got the Jeep, because it was just too much faffing around to try and make any other hard body fit. And I mean, these are nice bodies. I've always liked these bodies. I did, of course, because Jeep things, I got the Angry Eye for this one too. That's just got to be fitted. So, yoink. So this will be an Angry Eye Jeep too. It's just a matter of fitting those bits. But I've gone from no Jeeps to 2 Jeeps in bloody no time. Flame job. I don't know if I could do that. Dark metallic blue with red hot rod flames. You mean Optimus Prime? I think that's what you mean, Magnet. Gold flex, lime green, and the white Jeep. I could do one. Well, I mean, that's going to stay black. That's just going to be hitting clear, because that was sort of the effect. That's what I wanted to do with this. I could probably do gold. I haven't got a gold truck. Could probably do gold. Gold would work with the black. Yeah, that could work. I'll have a look. Champagne. I know it's not pronounced like that. Because it's white, well, colour, then black, and then black around the windows, black wheel arches, and all that sort of such. I don't want to go too stupid with the paint job in this, because it's going to look like it's too much. There's already a lot going on. Gold could possibly work. Could possibly work. Awesome stuff. Well, I'm glad we got that chassis done. That's now something I no need to stress about. Just stay there, Jeep. Don't be difficult, mate. Don't be difficult. So, that's awesome. It's a nice looking chassis. I like that. It's balanced well. Now, just to smash some more electrics, I've got to order more ESCs and servos and bloody other shit yet. Gold with bling rims. Wouldn't black rims look okay with gold truck? I could paint the centres of these wheels gold. Same colour as the body. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But yes, I like that. All the bloody Jeep bits. Too many Jeep bits. Crazy amount of stuff some of these bodies come with now. What do you think of the Max? I'd rather just get an X-Max. I know they cost a lot more money, but I guess a lot of people are going to buy it. They're going to like it. It's not something I'd buy, because it was one of those if you're going to buy something like an X-Max, you buy something like an X-Max. You don't go, screw it, I'll just buy the 110 version because it's cheaper, and then always be thinking to myself, I wish it was an X-Max. You know what I mean? I mean, it's the same truck, just smaller and a little bit different, but I don't want to sit there looking at Jeeps all day, do I, Magnet? I like those wheels, Dennis. Thank you very much for that, dude. That's awesome. She's starting to settle in already. Nice and low. Loving it. So overall, if anyone's curious of my opinion on the kit, it is a bit ass about face how you build it, but it's not a bad kit. The quality doesn't seem too bad. The plastics don't feel too gritty. It's not too bad. I don't mind it. I like how it's laid out. I like that it's got the battery at the back and the motor at the front and room in the middle. That gives you your scale options as far as bodies and interiors and such go. I don't mind it. If you can pick one up cheap, of course, knowing that there's only so many parts you can buy for these trucks, obviously. I don't mind it. If you can handle the bump on the skid, which is tiny and it's rounded, so don't complain about the bump on the skid. You know someone's going to. Don't mind it at all. If you can get one cheap, buy one, I reckon. I don't think you can go too far wrong. Maybe we can see if we can pick up another cheap one and send it to Hans's BCRC. So the next goal is going to be obviously BCRC RC kits. So if we can't buy a couple of cheap kits, send out to Hans, or just send Hans the money, he can go buy the kits. I'll hunt down some cheap price and say, here Hans, buy this. For the kids to build at PCYC. I reckon it's a great idea. Just love the Emax, the original electric powerhouse. Well, I'm quite fond of my Hobby Plus trucks, Dennis. Like, and I know Hobby Plus hasn't got one yet like the X-Max, but you look at their trucks and they just hunt. You know, it's 50 miles an hour out of the box. You just throw a 3S in it and you're hitting 50 miles, if not more. A bumper's going to caught, yeah. Oh, I get caught on this soft, smooth bump all the time. Truck shit. Needs a different skid. Okay, clown. Right. That's the problem with this hobby. There's too many people out there that just whinge about dumb shit. I like it. I think it's a pretty nice kit. Now that it's got wheels on it, it's a chassis. It's done, in a sense. Like, it's got the servo in there, which I'll probably pinch to put something else. I've got an ASC sitting over there, but I think I'm going to put that in the PG4A. I need probably 5 ESCs, 5 servos, 5 receivers. So I've got to order some electric bits, and obviously this takes a bit of time and you're strapped for cash. So fun and games. Awesome. Glad that's done. So what did you think of the build series? It didn't take very long, did it? Oh dear. I've got to put a bolt back in there. Apparently I've taken one out and put somewhere else. It's fine. I believe it's not that mofo. That's too small. I don't think it's that one either, that's too long. I want to try and get 1080s for a certain few trucks, but the 1060s are a good cheap option. I run a few of those in some of my different trucks as it is, and there's no issue with those. The drag brake's pretty much instantly set to be pretty well brilliant. You going in? Yep. So I reckon that's what I'll do, Magnet. I don't need to spend a fortune on them. I'd rather be able to have multiple trucks and be able to pick which one I want to drive. And that's easier done if they've all got electrics and such. Yep, awesome. Awesome. Done. Pumped. Has anyone got any questions? Before we probably call it a day. Now I know this is a bit shorter, but there's only so long I can sit down and do these. My back's getting worse, it feels like. The more I try and do, the worse my back feels, the shorter I can sit down and do stuff like this. You need to drive one of the Hobby Plus trucks, Dennis. Pull the trigger on the Ravage on 3S. That thing hunts. It's awesome. Now you see why I run Lexan bodies. I can change frequently. I like the idea of building a truck as the truck. Like, oh, excuse me. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five Lexan RCs. Oh. 6. Anyway. However many I've got. I seem to be getting into the habit of wanting to make more of them hard bodies because I find them more enjoyable to drive. And it's not even just for the body pins. It's like it's the scale realism of how they react and such. But I get why you run Lexan, because stuff like this and this here, they're a truck that, like, and in the Bronco too, it's nice just to pick up a Lexan body truck, smash a body in it and go. Do you know what I mean? Some hard body trucks can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Like my Camel truck, change battery, go down and do 4 bolts every time. Lift the body off, change battery, do the 4 bolts back up. Ugh, it's a pain in the ass. Whereas Lexan body trucks, just pull the pins out 2 seconds, done. So that's why I like stuff like the KR and the FR4. Is they're my and the Bronco, of course, my go-to easy trucks. Love the 1080 Hobby Wing. Now I have 3 rigs running them. Try one of the 1060s, Dennis. See what you reckon. Just as a cheap alternative. They are. That's a 1060 there. So it's just like the 1080, but a bit smaller and not so programmable. So that'll probably go in there. I think the PG4A, I'm going to have to put a 1080 in it. I want something a bit nicer in that. I think. But yeah. I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I had planned. I need a nap. Man, this lack of sleep's really starting to get to me. Now, as you guys know, we've got the gaming channel up and running. Hopefully I'll start to see more of you guys coming to join them. They are good fun. Ask Dennis, he'll tell you. Hans actually commented on a post this morning saying, "Oh, I'm not into gaming." So, Hans, you never know, you might have fun. Anyway, 10 minutes later, Hans comments on one of the BCRC gaming YouTube videos saying how hilarious it was. So feel free. Yes, the SU4C is easy. It's a good system on that. So go and check out the BCRC gaming channel. It'd mean the world to me. Like, I'm trying to build it up. I've got goals I want to break with that channel and goals I want to break on Twitch. I want to reach affiliate with Twitch, and to do so I need 50 followers. And as of right now, I actually think we actually gained some this morning. Stop whinging about Overwatch Magnet. Jeez. I make Overwatch fun. It's not just Overwatch. We do lots of games. Okay, those boys talking about light lenses. Where's Mike Jackson? Why isn't he here? Bloody posted in BCRC and he's not in the bloody stream. What's going on here? Don't forget the Mopar Skittles, Ben, exactly. How good was that race? Right, currently 13 people following. All I need to reach affiliate with Twitch, which is like the first stage of actually earning some money from it, because that's my goal with Twitch. I want to try and earn some money with it. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to go back to any sort of normal work, and my workers' comp's going to finish soon, so I'm going to be up shit creek without a paddle unless I can find some way of making money. So I want to do streaming on Twitch, obviously the streams I do for RC, I don't make any money. It's just whatever money goes into BCRC, goes back into BCRC for prizes, postage, all these sorts of things. I don't know how much money I've spent on postage this year, but it's been insane. BCRC Gaming on Twitch is so I can hopefully make a little something out of it, so that I don't feel like such a bum when the baby comes along. As bad as that may sound, I want to try and do my best to hold up my end of the bargain. You know what I mean? Like I've got to put in. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out different ways of doing some form of work, whatever I can do. I'm going to fire that printer up properly and have it hopefully running all the time. So yeah, any support's greatly appreciated. I know, like Magnet's saying, I don't like watching Overwatch, but I mean, we've done Overwatch, we've done Truck Driver for PS4, we've done Gran Turismo, Ark. There's going to be Wreckfest. We've done Wreckfest. Hello, El. El's joined us. The opportunities of what we're going to play is endless. So if you see me do a post saying, "Oh, we're going to jump on Overwatch," because I mean, Tara and I love jumping on Overwatch and just being idiots on it, having fun with it. It's something that Tara and I do together, and that's why I enjoy it. If you see us do a post saying we're doing Overwatch, don't be like, "Oh, well, this is shit. It just does Overwatch." Make a suggestion, Jono. Red Dead Redemption. What do you reckon? Let's go. I love Red Dead Redemption. So, work gets in the way. I wish I could work, Earl. I wish I could. I never in a million years thought that when I had this back injury, that in nearly 2 years, I'd still be this bad. And, like, I can't drive my car more than 10 minutes without having to stop and getting out and stretching. Which is, it's just really frustrating, and I try not to let that frustration come into the streams and what we're doing, because this is a fun place, etc. and so on. And look, Johnny Burden is my username on the PS4. Add me, we'll play games together. It can be hilarious. I try not to spam invites for stuff. If you see my PlayStation's on, that doesn't always mean I'm gaming. I might just be watching YouTube. Generally speaking, I'll watch YouTube until I fall asleep, and then I wake up, and then I watch it until I fall asleep. It's the only way I get sleep. So if it's 4 a.m. here, well, at some stage, Ben, I want to raise some cash to get a proper gaming PC, and then the options are endless, aren't they? We can do PC4 games. We can do PC games. I'm happy to buy games if people will sit down and come and have a laugh with us and enjoy it. So the other day when we did the truck driver one, Dennis and I chatted for ages. Dennis actually caused me to get like 3 speeding fines, smash up the arse of some guy's car. Like, it was hilarious. Hilarious. The Wreckfest couch, that was awesome. Like, I've been with Hannah now for a long time. Whatever it's been, 4 or 5 years. Not once has she ever sat down for more than probably 10 minutes and played a PlayStation game. She said to me, "Can I do a stream with you and we play a game?" And I was like, "Who are you and what have you done with Hannah?" She loved playing that game. She had a bloody blast. Like, she was a bit nervous when the stream started, but once she got into it, she had a blast. So, and there's going to be more with Hannah in it. We're going to do horror games. So I need horror game suggestions, stuff that'll scare the shit out of her. Real good jump scary stuff. It's going to be funny. Like, and when you guys are the BCRC community, I ask you for support because it's the BCRC community, if that makes sense. I know it's a gaming side, but it's all the same thing. I do try and give as much of my support as possible. I think I get about 35 requests to like people's Facebook pages, groups, whatever else, friend requests and all these things every day. And I like them all. There's a lot of pages I've liked that I don't even know what they are. But I like them all because my like means that someone else may see it, which means it might be another like. That's how this social media stuff works. So I've tried not to spam the BCRC gaming stuff in the BCRC group too much. I think I've only done like 1 or 2 posts. So it'd be awesome if you could come and join us. My next goal is 50 followers. And we're at 13, I think. We're at 13. We can do this. We've got 2,500 members in the BCRC community. Surely there's 100 people at least that like watching someone be a dickhead. I mean, you guys come here and watch this. That was funny too. The banter between an Aussie truckie, i.e. not EY, and an American tractor driver, Dennis. Okay? Dennis is sitting there going, that's a weird looking tractor. It's a truck, Dennis. It's not a tractor. Tractors are on farms and paddocks. And it was good fun. And then other people, some guy from New Zealand joined in. You know, people all over join in. Oh, dude, is this game any good? I thought about buying it. Magnets followed. We've finally got him. He's going to watch Overwatch. Woo! I try to mix it up. I do. You've got to understand sometimes too, I have to play a game that's popular and current. Overwatch is always popular, there's no two ways about it. Maybe next time I'll do Red Dead. Do you like Red Dead, Magnet? Because Red Dead's pretty damn good. And they've just released all this Bounty Hunter and all these pack things for it. Look, you got to spread the RC love, dude. And this is the thing. It's about having a good network of people. When I started out, I was just... I don't even know where the truck is now. Just a pokey little RC builder from Adelaide. And then I started meeting people from all over the world. Some people would add me, I'd add them. And before you know it, oh, this guy actually knows this guy, so forth and so on. And this is how you build a big community, you know? So it's not just one little guy struggling all the time. Red Dead's good now. Red Dead Online was trash when it first started. It was literally, you'd log in, you whistle your horse, and your horse would come over and you jump on it, and then someone would shoot you. You'd be like, what? Where was he? I didn't even see him. And then you'd respawn, you'd whistle your horse, jump on it, ride 20 feet, someone would shoot you, and that was all that had happened. All that, they'd lasso you, and then pull you behind the back of their horse until you died. You know? And that's all it was. But they've changed it now to the point where if I want to jump in Red Dead, I can say to you guys, Red Dead, let's form a posse. So whoever's got a PS4 and they've got Red Dead, we can all join this posse and we can go and intercept someone's job they're doing. If they're delivering a cart full of, I don't know, jewellery or something, explosives, whatever, somewhere, we can intercept them, pinch that, and then go and get the money from it that they were going to get. Gaming's fun. You'll be okay. RCC has a bad back. He can drive machinery, so his back can't be as bad as mine. Like, I got a battle to drive my own car, dude. Which is shit. Hannah tagged me in a post today of a 1977 XC Fairmont. Google that if you like. Now, I love old cars. I was like, what are you doing? Don't tag me in a post of an old car unless you plan on buying it for me or something. Because, like, this car was gorgeous. But yes, anyway, enough talking smack and such. Get a PC. I'm working on it. I mean, we've got Mud Runner on the PS4 to start with, so we can work with that. Snow Runner comes out at some stage. Dennis and whoever else watched the Truck Driver one. You know how I said about they need to fix a few things? Well, there's new developers. And the new developers have said they're going to make download content. I'm not getting an Xbox. I've had one before, and shit. They look like an old VHS player. You pay by the kilo. I really don't like the Xbox, Dennis. I tried to be open-minded. I bought one. So give me credit there. I bought one. Hated it. There was one good game I liked on it. I can't remember what it was called. And it wasn't Forza. Forza looks good. Forza sounds pretty good. Forza has an awesome range of cars. Forza doesn't drive good. And nor do the people online. They're just smashing everyone. Bob's joined us right when we're about to shut up shop. Just for you, Bob. Let me sit that there. We finally finished the Adventure Chassis. We didn't install that. We finally finished the Adventure Chassis. I love PC. I've had lots of PCs, had gaming PCs. I mean, the PC I'm using now technically is what you call a gaming PC from probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. Which these days, now is trash and you need to update it. I want something better. I mean, this is perfect for the streams here. So if I can get myself a decent gaming laptop even, I'll get one of those and then I can do the truck sims and all that sort of stuff. I can hook a separate screen up to it, use that screen for gaming, the laptop for chat, those sorts of things. So I can probably get away with just getting a camera, another microphone and a laptop. And then I can use this setup, just stays in the garage and I don't have to move it. Because that's one of the biggest pain in the asses in the world. Packing up two cameras, a microphone, a mouse, a stream deck, the charger, the laptop itself, moving it all out there, changing all the settings over on OBS, then changing the stream deck settings. It's sat on my lap before. And it's top of the line. I don't know. I didn't make it up, man. I'm just saying the words. I think it was called Rise, the game I played on Xbox. And it was old school. Like, it looked really good. I didn't play it all. I just loved how it looked and it played pretty good. I think it was called Rise or Risen. I think it was Rise. But I got it with my Xbox and I played it and was like, oh, this is brilliant. But PC will be coming at some stage, so we can do more of the games, more of the mods. I do want to do like the American Truck Sim with lots of mods with Australian trucks. New shows look good. Thanks, Bob. Much appreciated. I need more because they are full, which is shit. I need to get some more like this so I can put there. Then I'm going to put this one over there somewhere, and I'm still going to have to get more of these ones to put over there just because garage. So. But it's something. It's getting there, and it's nicer having this here than just the printer and some old bookshelf. So, Alienware, I don't mind. I've always wanted to Alienware, right? I mean, apparently these days they're no big deal. They're just expensive. But I always wanted to Alienware. I do like the look of the Acer stuff too. Acer makes some pretty good gaming machines. I've always been a bit of an Acer fanboy since they weren't even that good. But Acer do make some pretty nice stuff, like the Predator machines. So there's option. I mean, my goal is to raise money through Twitch to buy a PC, and I'll buy the best thing I can for the cheapest price I can. I'm not going to say, oh, I want to spend $5,000 on a computer. You don't need to. I'm thinking I can pull off a good enough machine for around $1,000 to $1,500, something like that. So if I can raise that sort of money for a PC, well then I'll just go and buy one, and I'll, So if I've got $1,500 in my pocket, I'll say camera, microphone, laptop. That's all I need. So I can get all that sort of stuff, and pretty well be set to run PC streams, gaming, like PS4 streams, whatever I want to do, and I don't have to move this stuff. So yeah, very expensive. I had MSI. MSI was pretty expensive. Build it and do a stream on it. I'm overbuilding computers and shit, man. It's all changed so much since I used to build them. And here's my issue, right? If I go to build a computer, I'm going to go graphics card. Okay, 2080 Ti. I'm just going to want that. which is however much they cost. They're expensive. I'm going to want to put the best of everything in it. And because that's how I want to do it, it'll cost me more money and it'll take longer time. And by the time I install all this stuff in the computer, more new shit's going to come out that I'm going to want to put in it instead. Do you know what I mean? I would rather have a chunk of money in my pocket and go, okay, what is the best thing I can buy for this money, and then buy it. And then I can upgrade that over time. So if I buy a laptop or a PC, I'll make sure it's got room to move. I won't just go, this thing's maxed out, but I'll buy it. I'll buy something that I know in a year or a year and a half, because that's pretty much the lifespan of laptop these days. In that time frame, I can put something bigger and better in it to make it, back to where it needs to be again. I'll have to start looking into it all, but I mean, it's not until I start getting a decent amount of followers and such. I love the idea of a desktop magnet, but it's room and convenience, basically. I mean, we've got a baby in the way. At least with a laptop, I can just unplug the laptop and hide it somewhere. So it just, it's room and convenience. But I'll look at all options. So at the moment, if I want to play the PS4, I set the laptop on the coffee table. I run my Elgato cable into the laptop. And it's just, it's not ideal, but it works. And I've got to start with this stuff. It's like when we started these streams. Don't know how many of you guys remember. I was using this as a webcam. That's my old phone. Using that as a webcam, which was shit. It was trash. But, it worked. We made it work. Yes, we do, Dennis. We do. Honestly, these days, I reckon you can buy get a better deal off Facebook than going to a pawn shop. I even thought about selling the Camel just to fund getting a gaming laptop, because you got to weigh up the options. I've got heaps of RCs, and I love them all equally. Okay, I love most of them equally. The whole gaming thing is something I want to pursue, and I want to be successful at it. I don't want to go, I'm going to do gaming streams, do it for 3 weeks and go, I've only got 20 followers, I give up. It's not how it's going to work. My current goal is 50 followers, and I do hope as many of you as possible can come and join in, because it is fun. Ask Dennis, he'll tell you. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to make it work. I've smashed out 99% of the goals that I need to so far to be an affiliate with Twitch. Once you're an affiliate, people can donate bits. People can make donations to your stream. People can raid and all this sort of stuff. I'm not going to make a group for it. It's just the Twitch. Because, I'm running BCRC, which has got over 2,500 members. I'm running a local buy and sell group, which has got 10,000 members. I'm running the BCRC YouTube channel, the BCRC Gaming YouTube channel, the BCRC Gaming Twitch now. I've got a lot of shit on my plate for a bloke that can't work. It's like, I'm in so many Facebook groups. People invite me to groups every day. And I join as many as I can, and I try and post in as many of them as possible. I try to do my bit to help them grow with their groups and pages and all these things. So that's why I ask you guys to help me, please. When I bought my new system, it was $2,000. I got it for $400. The laptop I'm using at the moment is HP EliteBook. When it came out, it was like $3,600. I think I paid $300 for it. It might be 2 years old, but at the time it was a beast of a machine. 2 gig graphics, however, 8 gig RAM. At the time, it was a beast. Nothing else had that much power. It's got slots for more RAM, and I'm sure I could change the graphics in it, but if I do my goal of getting a gaming laptop for out there, I can leave this here. This works fine here. I'm currently using 30% CPU, and the only reason I'm using that much is because of the intro video, as far as I can tell, and I'm streaming at 1080. 1080 doesn't do anyone any favours. So here's an example, right? If I go to the stream start, I'm going to go and close the file. So bear with me. Right. So, I've just got rid of that video. And now we're on 20% CPU usage. I wondered why remember we were using like 50% power? It's because of all the videos and shit I had running in the background. All the Be Right Back videos. That's why now we've got slideshows. Because slideshows use like no power. Asus, I'm not huge on Asus. Had some Asuses over the years. My brother's had them, and they've been a bit I would buy an Acer before I bought an Asus, and I mean because I've had probably 5 Aces over the years, and they've all been nothing but perfect. Honestly, and no lies, perfect. And I'm sure there's people out there that go, oh, whatever. But I mean, we all like different stuff. Where did our donation thing go? The scroller at the bottom. I don't know where it's gone. Shit. Hello? Donations? I've wrecked it. I had to touch it, didn't I? Well, I know building a YouTube channel was slow and painful. It's horribly slow and painful. The BCRC normal RC YouTube channel is 2,010 members strong, I think, and that's taken me just over a year. You can expand laptops now, dude, just like you can desktops. All you got to do is bump up your RAM, bump up your GPU, and you're set for another year, basically. This laptop's got enough room to have 32 gig of RAM in it, which is plenty. You know, most gaming PCs these days are between 8 and 16, so I forget what I was even saying now. I'm so distracted by the fact that my little scroller's not there. Why? I can't even see it on the delete. Yes. Add. Browser source. How annoying. That one. Oh, now I'm going to have to stretch it out. This is the regret. I didn't think this through at all. 7 years on YouTube's. I have 900 subs. Every time you upload a video, make sure you put tags on the video. Without tags, you're wasting your time. You're legitimately wasting your own time if you don't put tags. Come on, drag down. Come on. Yeah. You're just trying to annoy me now. So, sorry, my bad. Make sure you put tags on stuff. Because if you don't, when people search for videos, they won't see your stuff at all. So on my phone, I've got where is it? YouTube Studio. Okay. So YouTube Studio looks a little something like, oh come on, stupid thing. It's not even going to show, is it? Anyway, YouTube Studio, look it up. It's all about, you need to upload and upload and upload and upload. How many videos have you got on your YouTube? And it's not just algorithms. It's video likes. Video likes are massively important. And this is why I say to you guys, please like the stream. Please like any video that I put up. Subscribe if you haven't, all that sort of fun stuff. likes, shares, subscriptions, all massively important. I mean, obviously, without likes and views, you're not going to get subscriptions. When you do a video, I think I've noticed that if you put a video, smash that like button, people will smash it. If you don't put it in there, people don't worry about it because they don't think about it. You know, if they're halfway through your video and then they see on the screen, smash that like button, they'll go, oh shit, I'm still here watching it. Like, these things make a difference. But yeah, lots of tags. It's hard to get subscribers. It is. It is massively hard. I've put the yards in. And I keep putting the yards in. And I'm going to keep putting the yards in to get YouTube subscribers for the RC one. It is painful, man. Painful. Like, I don't make anything off my YouTube. I've monetized. I'll tell you the current value of the BCRC YouTube channel. Right, now you don't get paid from YouTube until you reach $100 or $150. We're currently sitting at $21 and it's been at that for the last month at least. To get money, you need stupid amounts of views. Like stupid amounts. I've received one payment from YouTube of $150, I think it was. One payment, and that's in a year and a half. Now you see why Mr. Medic was saying to people he will pay them for videos so he can post their content and get more views, so he gets more money from YouTube, so he gets paid from YouTube. If that makes sense. June was the last time I got paid from YouTube. So it's tough out there, man. Help me grow. Like I can only ask. Mine's at 98. You were monetised and then they changed it. Yes, because you have to have 1,000 subscribers now, don't you? And that's obviously my goal with the BCRC gaming channel. So go and subscribe to it. You might just have some fun. I need to hit 1,000 subscribers so I can monetise that. So I can hopefully try and get some money in. So I can get as much of this stuff as I can. Send help. You know, you got to pay it forwards in the sense. I'm not asking for money. I'm asking for your subscribes and your watches and your views and stuff. I like to think that I go out of my way to help as many people as possible on a daily. If someone messages me at 4 a.m. and I'm awake, I reply and I help them until I've helped them, and then I go back to sleep if I can. And I do it every day. And it'd be nice to think someone would think to themselves, this guy goes through a lot of shit to try and help other people. Here, I'll give him a sub, I'll give him a like and a share. Literally takes 2 seconds. 1,000 subscribers and 10,000. Yes, that's right. In the last 6 months, I've no idea what mine is. In the last 23 minutes, in the last 28 days, I've had 43,300 minutes watched. I think it's minutes, isn't it? Magnet? Sure, it's minutes or hours. But anyway, in the last month, I've had 43,000 minutes of watch time. That's how mine started out, Doherty, but I'm getting to the point now where I've got to do something to bring money in. Like, I can't work. I can't do anything. I mean, sitting here now is killing me. There's been a lot of times where, I mean, it's going to be the same. As soon as I finish the stream, I'm going to go and lay down for like 2 or 3 hours just to get some movement back in my back. Every time I do one of these streams, it's the same thing. Every time I do a gaming stream, it's the same thing. I've got to bloody lay down in a certain way so that my back relaxes. I can't sleep in my own bed. Like, it's shit. I've been sleeping on a couch for the last 2 years because if I lay on my back or my side that I used to sleep on, I can't move the next day. A's joined us. I always say A because I don't know how to pronounce the name. And he always says, beautiful master. Thanks, sport. So, any support you can give is greatly appreciated. I hate asking, I do, but I'm sort of to the point now where I need to ask. Subscribe, you bastards. Not true. I don't know how many videos I have. How do I check that? I need to go into the actual YouTube to check that, I think. My channel. Videos. It doesn't give me a number. Well, that's the thing, Dennis. A lot of the things I'm doing, I shouldn't be doing. Like, I wish I could go to work. I wish I could go driving trucks and machinery. That's what I grew up doing. But I can't do it. I literally can't. So, I've had people say to me before, oh, I can go to work with a bad back. Just do this. So, I don't think you understand. And I get rather frustrated because your situation might not be the same as mine. Okay? If you can go to work and you can drive a truck all day, or you can go up and down ladders all day, or you can pick up boxes all day, your back is not as bad as mine. I can't drive my car 10 minutes down the road without being in excruciating pain for the next 4 hours. If I want to go to the hobby shop and buy paint, I have to stop 4 times on the way to get there and 4 times on the way back, just so that I'm not in excruciating pain all day. There's a lot of this stuff I try not to say because I don't want you guys sitting there thinking I just want sympathy, because I don't. It's just, this is the daily shit that I deal with. I mean, I can't unload the dishwasher to help the girls out because I get halfway through it and I'm stuck. I can't move, and then I'm stuck on the couch for hours trying to recuperate again. But anyway, enough about my bloody misery. That's the live stream for today. Finished the build and moaned for an hour. Slow motion ones are good, especially if you do a slow motion compilation. This is only going by what I like to watch. You want clips that are less than a minute and interesting. And I haven't watched yours. I will. You see a lot of people post a slow motion video and they could have cut 4 minutes out of it, slow motion, and the truck's just on flat ground. And then it does this little jump, which looks awesome in slow motion. Right? And then they film for the next 2 minutes of it driving on flat ground again. Cut the front out, cut the back out, give me the jump that I want to see, and then go to the next clip. Start physio on Thursday. Physio didn't work for me, unfortunately. Maybe you need to lose weight, Dennis. Joking. Alright, I've got to stop because my back's fucked. Wrecked. I didn't say that. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe to the BCRC stuff. I lost my view count too. God, what did I do? And just jump on everyone else's channels. Okay, we're all on YouTube right now. Click on everyone's name, go to their channel, give them a sub. Go and watch some of their videos and give them a like. It's all about helping each other grow. How the hell did I lose my view count? What are you doing, OBS? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anyway, I'll fix that later. It's been this long. So, yeah. Everyone take care. Have fun with the RCs. If there's anything I can help you with... Bloody dog hairs. Oh. If there's anything I can help you with, shoot me a message. Let me know. If I don't reply straight away, just be patient. Some people are really not patient. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Yeah. All going to plan. In a few hours, I'm going to do a bloody gaming stream. I don't know what I'm going to play. So let me know suggestions if there's something you want to watch, even if you watch it afterwards. So, it's PS4. There's 101 options. Red Dead, Grand Theft Auto, I haven't played that forever. Gran Turismo, Wreckfest, Mud Runner, all these things. Let me know what you'd like to see, and I'll do my best to do it. So, yeah. Alright, take care, have fun, and we shall see you on the next one. Oh, Chris, how long have you been here for? We've got to have a rule where if you join the thing, you've got to chat or something. Is my video screen moved? No. Anyway, I touched something and I wrecked it. So I don't know where stuff's gone now. Anyway, take care, have fun. We'll see you on the next one.